Hello, welcome to you all. I'm Martin Kagan of Data Cocoon, utilizing the patent of Before Your Eyes to display the data of the coronavirus as it pertains to a time period March through to December. We've done this previously and we've updated this accordingly so that you can see actual data this time other than projections. So in order to better understand this, we are going to look at data that comes from, first of all, the IHME, that's the Microsoft Bill Gates sponsored organization, as well as the Oxford Our World in Data. And we are going to specifically look at the following key metrics. And here's that data. And as you can see, the data has been smoothed and cleaned by them. And we're using this exact data set. And we are going to create a ratio that is critical to the understanding of the movement of this virus. And that is, we're going to be dividing the death on a daily basis by the confirmed infection rate on a daily basis to get essentially a KPI or a key metric of ratio that applies ubiquitously throughout the world because it is either over 100,000, as you can see here, or over 1 million in the case of the IHME data. And to that extent, we produce this over here, and it goes down for close to 60,000 data points. And we take that data point structure and we present it rather than as has been done previously in a GIS format where we're looking at dots, a concentration of dots, and eventually these overwhelm whether we look at it at a concentrated basis or on a local regional basis like Florida. We get an estimate if this is sufficient for some, well and good. But what we really want to do is see how this virus has mutated and changed our lives over the last several months. In order to do this, we need to better understand what the system is able to produce. So we take the United States, and this is purely United States, not world figures. So we have 6 regions, and each region is split into its various states. So naturally we have all states covered. And we can see that in that format, as well as seeing it in the format of a spatial context over time. Here we have the United States, the same thing that we just looked at before, and we can actually see the waves as they occurred in the early part of the year, state by state, and then as they have started to reoccur. And the waves are clearly apparent, and we're going to be delving into this data and getting a better handle on what that is all about. In order to do that, we're taking that data as we've looked at in the spread schedule, we bring it in, and we put it through our spatial database engine. Applying our unique patterns to this, we are able to produce the following key visualizations that have never been observed previously. And herein, we look at 3 specific aspects. This is data over time, and just to indicate to you what this represents, I'm going to change the time constraint, and you'll see that the top right-hand corner is reducing over time so that you know it's time interactive. And I'll bring it back in time so that we are currently at the present point at the beginning of December when this was produced. So this is a time barrel, but more than that, it is a dynamically rendered time barrel that produces an observational value that has significant benefits. Linked to that barrel is what appears to be, on the bottom right, a pie chart. This is a dynamically rendered pie chart that will sync as you'll see, I've moved to the beginning of time, and I will flow through time, and it will move accordingly to represent where we're at. On the left-hand side is the same United States map, except instead of using a standard grid map as we best understand, this is structured in a form of circles. And we have the inner circle being the regions, and each region is attached to one of those states as we represented just a minute ago. And as we take our wand and we flow through time, you'll see that things change. And predominantly, it appears that the Mideast and the Southeast become focused areas of attention in terms of this ratio. To prove the point, we will take this and we'll, instead of setting it to present just value, we will set it to cumulative. In a moment, we now see the cumulative effect as we pass through time, and this correlates exactly with the pie chart, which gives you an approximate understanding of what was going on. Quite simply, this is the way to view this critical ratio and to see its proportional effects as it plays out over time. I hope this has been of some value to you all. I look forward to further presenting it to you in different formats. Martin Kagan once again from Before Your Eyes. Thank you again.